Good morning. Making a welcome return to Saturday Kitchen today, Andrew Wong. His Michelin-starred restaurant gives diners a taste tour of China with his own distinctively modern stamp. And making his 25th appearance on the show is the wonderful Cyrus Todiwala. From accessible recipes to Indian folklore stories, every day is a school day with him around, and a pretty tasty one as well. And matching their dishes with her top tipples, it's Jane Parkinson. This is Saturday Kitchen Live. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you all here. All well?
Yeah, very well.
Braving the storm. Coming later?
Yeah.
Good. Let's ignore that. Right, today's guest is an all-round entertainer. He's a star of stage, screen, and everything in between. He's currently a judge on ITV's Dancing on Ice, and for the last few weeks, people were convinced he was a singing unicorn, obviously. Please welcome John Barrowman. How are you doing, John? Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Were you aware of this singing unicorn business?
Everybody kept calling me and saying, "Are you the unicorn? Are you the unicorn?" I'm like, what? I was watching the show, and I just thought it would be fun to wind everybody up, so I said, I can't confirm or deny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just
but I was chuffed that everybody thought I was Jake.
Yeah.
Because I think he's got an amazing voice, and he's a great singer.
We should say this is the Masked Singer.
Yes, Masked Singer,
on ITV.
Yeah. But then people started saying, oh, but if you're not the unicorn, maybe you're the hedgehog.
All got a bit surreal.
Yeah.
Presumably. Would you do it? I suppose you can't really see it. Can't gives it away.
But the thing is, who knew that the nation would be enthralled in watching a TV show with people dressed up as a tree?
It's such an odd
It's
concept.
so bizarre.
And I was watching it last night, because I was watching the unicorn, and it's quite engrossing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, how big are those? Anyway, we're talking about a show you're not in, we're not on. let's not do that. Right, let's see what's on the menu today. Andrew, good to have you here. What have you got for us?
So we've got some traditional pot stickers, which we're going to serve with some sunny-side up eggs and crispy chili.
That looks filthy.
Nice.
And that's kind of a brunch dish, right?
It's very much a brunch dish.
Good. Look forward to it. Is that your kind of...
That's definitely my kind of thing, and the one thing I like about that is it's almost like huevos rancheros, which the Spanish version of it would be similar to that. Yeah, I know. Listen, I know my food and my accent. You're in trouble today. You're nervous today, aren't you?
Right, Cyrus, what do you got?
Yeah, we've got this lovely collar of British lock pork, which we're going to cook the Goan style with a spicy marinade.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to serve a salad with broccoli, beans, and spinach, with eggs and toasted nuts, and on top is a new kind of crunchy seasoning.
Yeah, and that we'll talk about that a bit later on.
Yes.
That is amazing. If there's one element to that dish which is just as fantastic as that. Jane, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. How
Got
are
your
you?
bags of booze?
Got my bags of booze ready.
I imagine I've got in my head clinking along the high street with bottles.
No, I just kept it to deliver them to
you?
me, so yeah.
Do you? How great? How the other half live?
Well, only because I haven't got the muscles to carry them all, so.
Right, what have you got for us?
So, some delicious recipes this week, so great time in the kitchen, but quite a bit of spice, a bit of heat going on, so we're going for nice zingy whites. I know John prefers reds, don't you? But
I like zingy crisp white rather than a smooth kind of heavy
Mellow,
white. Yeah,
yeah.
don't like mellow ones.
Yeah. So
I like heavy.
we said
I like crisp.
quite brunchy, actually. We're talking about brunch with Andrew's dish, so quite brunchy whites. Yeah.
Good. Look forward to that. Now, John, at the end of the show, food heaven, food hell. What's your idea of food heaven?
Food heaven for me would be a fried chicken with mac and cheese, really heavy on the cheese and really heavy on the fried. That's one of our go-to meals, Scott and I, when we go out in Palm Springs. If we don't want to cook for ourselves, we go to a restaurant. We know they do that really well.
Fried chicken and mac and cheese.
Fried chicken and mac and cheese.
Okay.
Amazing. My food hell, it just gives me the shivers. Rhubarb.
Why?
Just because it's disgusting.
Okay, fair enough.
And it's so... You can hear it crunch.
Well, you're not supposed to eat it raw.
But they used to. My dad and his brothers used to dip it in sugar after the war because they didn't have a lot of money for sweets, and they used to dip rhubarb in sugar and eat it that way. My mother loves rhubarb. She made rhubarb pie, rhubarb tart, and as a dessert, she'd put it down, and I'd be like, no, can't.
Okay.
And like anything like blood oranges, or I just don't like them. I love lemons, love limes, love regular oranges, but a blood orange? No. I'll eat anything. Spiders, cockroaches, weird things like that.
It's not rhubarb.
Just not rhubarb. Blood oranges. Blood oranges.
Okay, fair enough. There you go. If the viewers give you heaven, it's going to be a double whammy of American comfort food. So I'm going to marinate chicken thighs in buttermilk and garlic and Dijon mustard. I'm going to deep fry them in a spicy panko breadcrumbs. And I'm going to serve alongside a rich and creamy parmesan and Korea mac and cheese. This is not weird. But if the viewers give me hell, it's going to be a trio of everything terrifying. So I'm going to fill a pastry salad crunchy and topped with roasted rhubarb. Look at that, it's amazing.
No.
It's going to have ginger and star anise in there. I'm going to bake it. I'm going to serve it alongside a blood orange Savion cream with blood orange segments. A bit of mint as well to make it look pretty. Obviously, you have to wait till the end of the show to find out what the viewers vote for, but they generally like it, don't they?
I know, but they do, but sometimes they can think, oh yeah, let's make them suffer a little bit.
They can.
They
Remember.
can.
So go log on to the website, cast your vote, and you can also view the terms and privacy notices there as well. Now, last week we asked you to send in your photos of food triumphs or disasters, and we were inundated with pictures. Like Martin here, who was proud of beef Wellington. That's beautiful, Martin. Yvette, who forgot she was making pea and ham soup. That looks shocking.
That's the finger got gone wrong.
So we want to see more of them, please. So just send them over to us at saturday.kitchen@cactustv.co.uk, and don't forget to tell us your name and where you're from, and we'll shame you or celebrate you throughout the show. You can also get involved on social media using the Saturday Kitchen hashtag. Right, should we go do some cooking? Let's cook.
It's been a while, right? It's been maybe 6 years, I think.
6 years. Did we fall out? Right, what are we doing? Pot stickers.
We are doing pot stickers, very, very traditional dim sum.
Yep.
We serve it at two of the restaurants that we have. So one in the Cannon Street and the other one in India. And yeah, we start off by making a master stock, which is here.
Okay.
We're going to infuse it very quickly with some ginger.
Bit of ginger.
And the trim of spring onion.
Okay.
And then I'm going to leave that to you.
Right, fine. That's all you need for that, right?
That's what you need. Well, that's the chicken master stock. We're in a restaurant, that's the one that we used previously for service. So we're saving that.
Okay. So, now what about this? This is going to be the...
So we're going to infuse that, and then we're going to set it with gelatin.
Right.
It goes hard.
Yep.
And then we blitz it up in the machine so that we can then mix it with some marinated pork.
Okay.
And some seasonings to make the filling.
Right. Fine. Okay. And this is a traditional dish. Tell me where the name comes from, actually.
So pot stickers, is pretty self-explanatory in the sense that there was a chef once upon a time who left some dumplings in a pot, and they started to stick, and then they gave that crispy service that you get from a pot sticker. So it's like a contrast in textures.
So they're supposed to be steamed and fried.
So traditionally, the way to cook them is that you basically pan fry it, and then you add liquid to it and semi-cover it, so that it basically part steams, part fries at the same time.
Yeah, nice. So when you get a choice in a restaurant, sometimes you can get them fried or you can get them steamed.
Sure.
You should have them fried.
Well, no, is it different dumplings for different occasions?
Yeah.
You want to especially when you go to eat dim sum, you really want to get a real variety of flavors, a real variety of textures, a real variety of spice levels. And I think people always get it wrong when they go to specifically a Chinese restaurant. They've got one thing in their mind that they're very familiar with, and that they don't really want to try anything new. I think the beauty of Chinese food is very much about trying lots of different things.
And you're trying to kind of change people's attitudes of Chinese food, right?
Well,
everyone has their set kind of ideas about what Chinese food is.
Sure.
And you were saying that, it borders 14 different countries?
Yeah, well, China has 14 different countries that border it. As a cuisine, we're probably, 3,500 years old.
Yeah.
Currently, population stands at about 1.3 billion. So the cuisine varies massively from area to area, depending on where you are.
Right, so...
I was going to say, can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
When you were saying about putting the pot stickers in the pan, you fry them first. Did you mean you add a liquid to the oil?
Yeah, so you add it. Yeah, so it's basically a massive hazard in the kitchen. So you basically pan fry the bottom, and then you add stock to it and cover it.
How do you stop it from?
Oh no, you don't stop it. It's part of the fun.
Okay. You'll have no eyebrows by the end of
Absolutely.
It's the thrill.
Sorry, that confused me a little bit.
The culture, you see, they get very little hair.
So we've got the filling here.
They can afford to take risks.
A pork mix.
So Andrew, should just say, so we've got our stock, that gets infused, gelatin leaves, let those melt, and then set it.
Yep.
Then we're left with, we're left with a jelly that you then dice up, right?
Exactly. And then depending on your dumpling, you add in as much or as little of this jelly as you want. So
and that's going to give it a very kind of molten liquid centre.
So as you steam this will melt back into a liquid, so you end up with soup inside the dumpling.
Okay. So look, just so we get these cooked in time, these are the ones we made earlier. I'll get these in now, and then we can retrace our steps, as it were. These are going to take, what, 4 minutes or so?
What are the common meats put into this kind of dumpling?
Common meats,
Yeah.
normally pork, but it normally be pork mixed in with some type of shellfish.
As well. So shellfish and pork together.
Normally, yes.
But there's no shellfish in this,
There's
right?
no shellfish today, don't
Good,
worry.
because my EpiPen's in my bag. And
It's fine, we can probably get it somewhere. We can send somebody out for it.
No, but we have pot stickers. If we go out to dinner on a Friday night, and there's a restaurant we love in Palm Springs called John Henry, and they do pot stickers for appetizers, and we always have 2 orders of them. And there's 12 on each plate, and they're delicious. But you can get chicken pot stickers or pork.
But with eggs? With the eggs in it?
With the eggs?
Yeah, he's going to put fried eggs with
No, there's no fried egg in it at all. These are just regular plain pot stickers.
All right.
But I'm really looking forward to this. I love it. My nephew has a theory. An egg on anything.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you can put an egg on anything.
It must be a Parsi.
Right, so let's just have a look at these. So you show me how do you do this?
So these, people get very hung up about wrapping dumplings.
Yeah, because it's really hard.
Ideally, you want to make it look nice.
Yeah.
And traditionally, this one should have a 13 pleat. Should be a 13 pleat dumpling.
Right.
It's not the end of the world. As long as it seals it all in.
Says the Michelin star chef.
And it serves its purpose. It's all good. So the first one is the first fold.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just follow it around and try and get 13 crimps out.
13. Okay.
That's the superstition thing, Andrew.
Yeah. I'm not sure why this 13 one came about.
Isn't 13 bad luck in Chinese?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But,
But for this particular
Fiddly,
dumpling,
isn't it?
so you should end up with like a...
13's bad luck.
13's my lucky
How
number.
many chefs have you got doing this in your
So in the team we have about 11 in the morning making dumplings.
Right.
Having fun together.
Is that all right?
It would do.
You nearly said perfect, and then you stopped. Brilliant. Thanks. So you had an interesting. You keep going, chef, and I'll keep chatting. That's my job. So you had an interesting kind of avenue into the kitchen. So you grew up. Your parents were involved in the restaurant you now run.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you didn't want to go into the kitchen, did you?
Yeah, I think when you grow up as a second generation Chinese, and especially when your parents have a restaurant, you have 2 things. You either study hard, or you go help in the restaurant.
Right.
So I tried my best to study loads.
You really didn't want to be part of it.
I really didn't, because I saw hospitality growing up. I didn't see my parents, and I didn't really see my father and my mother that much.
That's the life of a.
That's it. That's the life of a restaurateur, right? So I always thought I'd rather have a good family life, have a wife who actually wants to stay with me, have kids who might attempt to love me. So no, but as I always say, you never really get to plan these things.
But I was kind of fascinated to find out that you went off and did a degree. So you're doing a degree at LSE. Then you you had to go and help out in the kitchen. So you went to Westminster Kingsway College to learn a sort of basic grounding.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you were working in the restaurant. So you had 3 things going on.
3 things are basically winging all 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
turned out right, though, right?
It's a lesson for life. Yeah, just basically wing it. Try your best and hope for the best.
Okay, so these have had time. So they've had about 4 minutes.
Yep. So they've had 4 minutes. So they're now cooked, which is
look
important. So I think there's your ones. That's why.
Hey, thank you.
Your one.
It was.
So there's steam now. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some oil in a pan.
Yep. So this is where they're going to get that nice crust.
Exactly.
Okay.
This has got jelly inside. So if you didn't seal them properly,
Right.
what will happen is that the jelly, which is now melted, will begin to spit in the pan. So you just have to be a little bit careful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened with mine. Well, mine just basically
Bursted.
melted, yeah.
Nice. Right. Really selling it.
I'm not going to send that picture.
Scramble the egg into it.
Don't forget, we want to see your food triumphs and food disasters today. Whether you made the perfect paella or you think you should leave cooking to the professionals, send over your pictures to saturday.kitchen@cactusfeed.co. Just like this one from Sharp and her Mediterranean chicken tray bake. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. That was your
Well
dumpling.
done, yeah, well done. Nice one, Sean. Keep them coming in. Okay, so you're cracking the eggs around them.
Crack the eggs. Ideally, don't break it like that one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Hey, it's okay. That's life.
It's all good.
Um,
And then what?
and then we're just going to cook the egg through, and then we're going to finish it with a little bit of crispy chili oil.
Nice.
And some variety of garnishes to go on top. So maybe you
Okay.
just chop the spring onions.
Spring onions are done, chef.
Stuff.
And what have we got here? We got some little bit of what's that, toasted onion.
Some crispy fried onions, some sesame seeds.
Is this just a brunch dish, or is this?
This is very much a brunch dish.
Okay.
So I mean, we have a Saturday brunch where we're just trying to encourage people to, number one, revisit the way that they enjoy Chinese food,
Yeah.
especially at lunch and brunch time.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be dim sum.
I love the way you don't call yourself a Chinese cook.
Yeah.
I read that you said, well, that's like calling Chef Brin a European cook.
Absolutely, and I remember when I was working in China, the one big thing is that when you talk to chefs, they're very specific about what type of Chinese chef they are. Because you think about it, if you come from Sichuan, which is in the center of China, they have a very different flavor profile to if you're cooking in Hong Kong or in Macau, where things like dim sum are very, very big.
Is there one region that particularly interests you?
So you know what, I grew up, my parents spent a lot of time of their childhood in Hong Kong, so naturally dim sum is a massive part of the Chinese food that we cook. Obviously for the restaurant Victoria, we really make sure that we try to make beautiful dim sum and tasty dim sum.
Yeah, you do. I can confirm.
Yeah.
And you do the massive
So
prawn
good.
cracker. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
If you haven't been, go. They do this prawn cracker. It's about this big. It's huge.
But also, the first time I went to Andrew's restaurant about 5 years ago, they did a tasting menu, and it was every dish was from a different region of China, like we were talking about. And when the waitress came out, she explained the origin of that dish each time, and I've never had anything like that before. It's fabulous.
So important.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that it? Easy.
Easy peasy.
peasy.
Isn't it? What's it called?
So this is a crispy pot sticker with fried eggs and crispy chili.
Delicious.
Thank you.
Okay. Right, we've got to shut it.
Looks fantastic. Oh my god.
Don't follow.
What's that for?
Don't follow.
I like it when they explain food and explain where it's from, because it makes, rather than just being a dinner, it becomes an event.
Sure.
And making things events are much better than making them just something that happens.
Watch the handle. It's very hot. I'll hold it. You ready?
Yeah, there you go.
You're going to take the yolk, aren't you?
You bet.
Ow.
Oh, ow.
Is it cold?
It's like that cook a little bit.
Sounds like there's a real wrestle happening at the
very
table.
hard.
Some soup inside to be careful.
What?
We've got soup inside.
Soup inside it. Oh. Sorry.
Can't talk. Shall I talk about the wine?
Yeah, you want to...
This is good, Sally, isn't it?
Silence! I don't want to burn my mouth.
No, there was a jelly inside it, so then it melts.
Oh.
So it's quite liquefied. It's delicious. Try it.
Got it,
It's
okay.
really hot. Right, Jane, what have we got?
So we've got this brilliant brunch wine. It's from Chile, and it's the Riesling grape variety. So everyone thinks of Chile as being a super hot country, but right down in the south, like... That is his listening.
Take the water.
Oh, I like it.
So right down in the south, it's super cold, wet, windy, rainy, and it's perfect conditions for this grape variety, which likes a cooler climate, even though it's from Chile. So this is from the Biobío Valley, and it's nearly £10 in Tesco. Zingy, fresh, so it cools down the spice in there. The acidity cuts through the yolk, so it has really fantastic kind of match, because even though it's zingy and fresh, it picks up on all the spice and the Chinese chives and all of those things. So I hope you like it.
That's a great... I'm not a fan of white, but
Brilliant.
but that is a really fresh, crisp,
Yeah.
something for a summer's day.
Completely.
Really lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Or when there's a
Just
storm.
cleanses the palate to go
Or,
away.
or when you're eating something that burns your mouth off and it's crisp. Yeah.
That's delicious.
That is
Do
brilliant.
you like the wine? You're happy with that match?
Very much so.
You're quite into your wine.
You get kind of forced to like wine, actually.
Forced to like wine.
You have to have wine if you're in the restaurant business.
Cyrus, what have we got?
Just a bit. Oh, just a bit. We got this lovely collar of British log pork, which we are going to marinate with some spices and it's slow roasted.
Yeah.
Served with a salad, or warm salad almost, of broccoli, beans, spinach, boiled eggs, toasted nuts, and drizzling of a very crunchy.
Do you know what? We really should have worked on that title, shouldn't we? Right, don't forget, we want to see your true triumphs or disasters in the kitchen. For example, did you make a dish for Valentine's night last night? So just send us through pictures to saturday.kitchen@cactustv.co.uk or join in the chat on social media using the hashtag SaturdayKitchen. And to vote for John's food fate, go and log onto the website right now. And just so you know, John's personal trainer has been in touch and he said don't give him mac and cheese, otherwise you'll be working harder next week.
Owen, out! Owen, shut up. Don't listen to Owen. He might be cute, but don't listen to him.
Is that the prerequisite for a personal trainer?
Of course, you want someone who looks good. You don't want a personal trainer that's not built and not ready to go. There's no motivation there.
Ready to go. Right, let's catch up Rick Stone now, and he's exploring the sights of Albania. But really, he's only there for one thing: fishing. Thanks for that, Rick. Right, that wasn't a risotto, and neither is this. This is kind of a thing to do with leftover risotto. So here it is, leftover risotto. This is a risotto al salto. It's from the Milan region of Italy. It's basically fried risotto. It's really, really nice. It's not deep fried. It's not the kind of arancini. It's just fried in a pan. So Parmesan risotto is often found in that region full of saffron, because that's their thing. You can use any risotto you like, really. I'm going to serve this with some sauteed mushrooms and some livers, chicken livers, because I like chicken livers. You like liver?
Yes, I love liver.
There's also a little bit of soy sauce in this, and this is not, I'm not being weird or kind of fusion, it's just a real kind of nice little umami savoury kick, and there's lots of that going on with the Parmesan mushrooms in here. So, first things first, I'll get this risotto in. You know how to make risotto, so I'm not going to...
I love how you explain yourself. It's not weird. Who cares? If it's what you like, it's what you like, right?
Really?
No, seriously, that's what I think about food. A lot of people get really pretentious and really kind of uptight about what you put in food.
Yeah.
And it's all
sure.
about what you like, what tastes good to you, and it might not be somebody else's taste.
No, you're
so-
right. There's a lot of snobbery in food as well, which I don't like. Which is why I like, there's a lot of the chefs now, they kind of dispelling all the food.
Yeah.
Mitch, we have so many cool guys on here that say, you know, it doesn't have to be French, it doesn't have to be Italian, it's just what we like.
Yeah,
So
I would never thought of putting
unattached
eggs with
myself
pot
to the
stickers. I really wouldn't, but it worked brilliantly.
So look, before we start talking about dancing on ice, we've just had a photo in from Owen.
Oh, come on.
Oh, look at John Barrowman!
Yeah, that's, well...
What are you doing there?
Well, we were boxing, and I've started...
Are you hiding from him?
No, apparently I'm quite good at boxing.
How are you?
Yeah, and he's a Welsh champion boxer. And he said, "Do you ever try boxing?" I said, "No." And when we finished our first session of training and doing the boxing, he turned to me and he said, "You know, this normally takes people 5 weeks to do what you've just done in one session today. So if anybody wants to do a celebrity boxing
I'm your man.
I'm up for it." Okay. But yeah, no, it's good. I like to have fun. And like anything I do, I like to have fun when I'm doing it, because I think it makes... You should only do a job or do things that you enjoy if you're lucky enough, and fortunately I'm lucky enough.
I know, right?
And anything that I do, whether it's in the gym, I like to have a laugh. So I was swinging on the boxing bag. I guess that's what the punch bag.
So what about dancing on ice? How's that going?
It's going really well.
You enjoying it?
I am. I was in the first series as a skater myself, so I kind of know what the skaters are going through, and it's just I love ice skating. I used to watch it a lot on television, ice dancing in particular. So to watch people kind of progress in the way that they are and getting to where they are now, it's really lovely to watch. But we're at a point in the competition where people are going to get voted off who aren't good.
Okay.
Last week was the first one where we had Ben Hanlon and Ian Watkins H in the skate off, and unfortunately H and Matt were sent home just because Ben put more technical skating into his skate off. So it's going to get tough for us, for the judges.
And H and Matt were the first male couple.
Same-sex couple, yeah. And that was a groundbreaking for ITV and for the show itself. My philosophy on that kind of thing, we did it, we were groundbreaking, and once we did that and made that statement, let's treat them like everybody else and move forward.
It's kind of astonishing in this day and age that is even a thing.
Well, it is. It is. I mean, literally, there were still complaints when we did it from people, but my philosophy on that is change the channel if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Turn it. Don't watch it. And, because what we have to do on television, and I'm sure you agree on this, on television we have to represent the people who are watching the programs.
Yeah.
We can't just gear it towards one specific group or one type of person. We have to open it up to everybody, which is kind of like food.
Yeah.
Adding all those different flavors, adding all those different ingredients, and opening it up to everybody and making it delicious. And that's what our society is. It's delicious.
That's a very nice way of describing it.
Oh, really? That's it.
So what can we expect from tomorrow night's shows? ITV 6 o'clock, 6 p.m.?
ITV 6 to 8 o'clock. You can expect props. So you can expect props. Someone's using a shopping trolley, someone's using a cane, someone has a hat.
Shopping trolley?
Yeah, a shopping trolley on ice. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the skate yet. But then someone's also using an umbrella, and we have a candy cane. So all of those props, and the thing you can't guarantee is that you can control a cane. You can control an umbrella.
Shopping trolley though, right?
Shopping trolley.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Who's got that one?
No, I'm not going to reveal who's got the shopping trolley. However, I know they've been working hard, but I'm expecting, and this is kind of mean of me, I'm expecting some disasters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my head around
How do you practice with a shopping trolley? Do they send a runner with a quid down to the supermarket to take one away and then slowly kind of wheel it out of sight?
I promise you,
In the old days, they used to get dumped in a canal. You can't do that.
No, you can't do it. No, actually, I've seen the shopping trolley. It doesn't have the pound thing attached to it. I took the pound. And it doesn't have that magnet on the wheels. So from whatever...
I hope it's one of those that goes everywhere.
Yeah, no, it does.
That'll be more fun.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be interesting. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Prop night tomorrow night.
Right, so let's have a look at this food. So here we've got this risotto. It's starting to kind of crisp up. I'm doing the other side a little bit more. So it's going to be nice and crispy and nice and soft in the middle. I've got some little Paris brown mushrooms here, in with some shallots and garlic in a sec. I've got some red wine vinegar, just a bit of drama, and a bit of kind of tartness, in with a little bit of soy, like I said, for that kind of umami taste. A bit of cream now, we'll put a touch of that later as well. In with the garlic, in with some shallots. And then all I've got to do now is fry off the livers. They take no time at all. A little bit of foaming butter. If it's too hot, slow it down with a bit of oil.
I love how you flip the food in the pan. If I did that, it would be all over the kitchen.
Kind of nonchalantly.
Yeah, like, yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, it wasn't so cool yesterday in rehearsals.
This is one of my favorite foods, is liver.
Liver?
Yeah.
Where did you get into liver then?
Well, my mom used to cook on a Friday. She and my her mother, used to sit in an afternoon. In the afternoon, they'd have tongue.
Oh, really?
They would boil tongue, and then in the evening, I know it sounds
Making
really
it sound so
awful.
delicious.
I know, but I would never eat it. But in the evening we'd have liver and onions on a Friday, and I just grew up loving liver and onions. And anything that my aunt Christian, who she spent Christmas with us all the time, she made a lovely meal for us this last Christmas. It was she kind of marinated the liver, kind of bashed it down a little bit, and then sautéed it, but then served it with caramelized pears. Nice. And it was amazing. And for the family members who really were like, "Oh, liver, I can't eat it," they adored that. And people who didn't like liver actually ate it.
Yeah,
What kind of liver?
It was a calf's liver. And she bashed it down quite thin, and then she marinated it in, I think it was red wine, and then she sauteed it with butter, and I think it was only butter she sauteed it with the caramelized pears. That just, the edginess of the liver, the pears kind of softened everything up a little bit.
The wine takes the uric acid out of it. So
Does it?
Yes, so it tastes better.
See? She knew what she was
She
doing.
knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
And then liver and onions, John. This was in Glasgow, right? 'Cause you were born in Glasgow, weren't
Correct.
you?
Yeah, in Scotland, and we had liver and onions usually on a Friday, it was always a thing. You know, most people at the end of the week you ran out of money, and it was all the kind of leftovers.
Yeah.
But my mother used to kind of save up for the liver,
Yeah, yeah.
and we had. But I've grown up loving it, and you know, you either love it or hate it,
Yeah.
and you know, it's
And you're intoxicated for life. That's what brings the fun into it.
That's it.
One word for it.
That's it.
When did you move to America?
I was 9 when we moved to the
Okay.
States, and it was in 1976, so a long, long time ago.
Yeah, so long enough to pick up the accent.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. But when I'm with my family, I still speak Scottish. I don't speak American.
Oh, good.
So and it's and ironically, I'm filming something at the moment which I can't talk about.
Okay.
Where I'm actually playing someone Scottish with my own accent.
You've gone full Scottish.
Yeah.
Have gone for Scottish.
Yeah.
That's
With a
great.
Glaswegian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kind of more of a like a in between Edinburgh accent, kind of a little more softer.
That sounds like my friend Tony Singh.
Does it?
How is it?
Yeah, very
He's
subtle.
good, he's good. Yeah,
Yeah, very subtle accent.
He's on in a few minutes.
Met up a few days ago.
Okay, so there's the result. Okay, that would be nice on its own, actually. Right, let's turn that off. These are the mushrooms and the livers. So what else are you up to at the moment then?
Well, next week I'm launching a suit line.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm launching a suit line, and it was because a lot of times when I go to do stuff or go to red carpet things, as a lot of actors and people do, they ask to borrow things and then give it back. But a lot of companies said, no, you're too old. So I thought, fine, I'm going to go create my own suit line, and I've teamed up with a British company, and we're introducing things like, I want it to be encapsulating stuff from the UK, so we've got Harris tweed that we're doing, and it's going to be great. It's
Nice.
very affordable.
Good luck with that one.
Thank you very much.
Right, tuck into that. You're headlining opening a concert as well.
I am in Greenwich, and that's
When's that?
I couldn't tell you the date when it is. I just know that I'll have to rehearse it.
Owen will probably know.
It's myself and 2 other artists, Ramin and Leia Salonga. So yeah,
It's in July.
it's in July. Thank you very much for that.
It's been told. I haven't even touched on Torchwood yet, but let's save that thought.
Okay.
We've got an hour or so. Right, what we're making John at the end of the show. Could it be his food heaven fried chicken with mac and cheese?
Oh, this is delicious.
Is that all right?
Yeah, love it.
So I'm going to marinate chicken thighs in buttermilk and garlic and Dijon mustard before deep frying in a spicy panko breadcrumbs, serving alongside rich and creamy parmesan and Gruyere mac and cheese. All it be is hell rhubarb frangipan tart, which is what Owen wants. I'm going to fill a pastry tart with frangipan, topped with roasted rhubarb, ginger and star anise before baking, and I'm going to serve it alongside blood orange savior cream, blood orange segments, and a bit of mint. Only you at home can decide, so go and log onto the website now and get voting. All good there?
I'm quite happy with this now. It's delicious.
Good. Right, time to join Keith now. He's in Scotland and he's in Argyll, getting stuck into the biggest piece of venison I've ever seen. Thanks for that, Keith. Right, coming up, we're shining the spotlight on another Saturday Kitchen regular, Theo Randall, as we go behind the scenes at his Park Lane restaurant to explore his passion for Italian cuisine. And will John face his food heaven fried chicken with mac and cheese, or his food hell rhubarb French pan tart? The vote's still open, so go and head over to the website and have your say. Right, you ready?
Oh, whenever you say.
Come on in,
Let's go.
I say now.
We got lots to do.
Let's go. Okay, so...
You got your work cut out today, sir.
Okay.
Well,
Stand
so
over you.
the pork.
Yep.
I'm going to make the marinade with the spices, chili, ginger, garlic, chilies, onions, etc.
Okay.
You're going to start with the salad.
This is all the salad.
So you're going to blanch little florets, the beans.
Okay.
You got the eggs over there. And
Let's just talk about this. So we've got chili, what's this?
so we got red chilies. We got cassia bark. That's cassia bark.
Okay.
This is red chilies, cassia bark, so I just put them for toasting. And then we just crush them lightly and then put them in the blender.
Okay.
So peppercorns, cloves and cassia bark, that's it.
Right.
Doesn't have too many things going into that pan.
So let's talk about this pork. This is
Yes.
very special.
This is a very, very special pork, sir. This is the 100th anniversary of the British Lockpick Society.
Okay.
And this is one of Britain's, this is one of our most rare breeds of pork. So it's called the British Lop. It is very rare because it almost went extinct. It's still on the endangered list.
Right.
Of pork.
So explain to us how eating more of it is going to make it.
Well, the only way to make a breed survive, I'm not talking about fish and seafood because that's a different category.
Yeah.
But only way to make a breed survive is to eat it. So the best way to do it is to consume more, demand it, so that the farmer is encouraged to breed them more.
Right.
And this is why, since the end of the Second World War, we have lost 12 breeds of pig. Because 12 breeds of pig, because the British public wasn't eating it, and the farmers were being given money to go in for fast breeding pigs from European
With less
breeds.
fat, presumably.
Yeah, so
So why should people sort of spend more on seeking out?
it's important. First, A is British.
Yep.
Number two, it's very important that we safeguard the interests of our farming community.
Yep.
Number two is because it's a rare breed, and it would be a shame if it died, it went extinct. There are several of them. This is just one of them. So you heard of the Gloucester Old Spot and breeds like that.
Yep.
So it's very essential that we continue to eat them.
But you can see by the colour and the amount of fat on it, it's a special.
Yes, and also this is the collar.
Yeah.
So the big thing is it's got lots of marbling. So the meat itself is well marbled. And being well marbled, it gives it the advantage of being juicy and nice.
Sure. I mean, we should make that distinction that we're not eating endangered pigs. These are animals.
No, these we are
the more
born
we
to
eat, the
eat.
more they're bred, the more they're available.
Yes.
What's that machine you put everything in there, the silver over there? I see
Well,
that
it's a
on the show
blender.
all the time.
It's a blender.
A blender.
It's one of the more popular chef tools, but it's a domestic machine. It is not a machine intended for industrial use, actually. It's a domestic machine. Every chef in this world seems to love it very much.
As we'd say in our house, it looks fancy.
It looks fancy, yes.
It looks fancy.
Very
And on top of that, it is pretty, how would I call it? It's fancy. It does all sorts of things. It
So
cooks
it's
as well.
really fancy.
It's fancy.
Cyrus, let's talk about this salad
Yes, sir.
that I'm doing. This is from your new vegetarian cookbook.
This is from my new vegetarian cookbook. Simple spice vegetarian.
Okay. Now this is not a new thing on you, the vegetarian cooking.
No, not for Indians at all. It's 800 million vegetarians in the country. It's not new.
800 million.
800 million. But the thing is, I am a confirmed non-vegetarian.
Right.
And the other thing is that my publisher,
Yeah.
God bless her soul, she would pick up my emails at even 1 o'clock in the morning and challenge me
Right.
as I tried to sneak in. Okay, let's not make too much noise. Right? Otherwise it's going to get very noisy.
Yeah, I was going to. This is most unusual, actually.
Yes.
So.
John seems to like the noise.
Yes. Good.
That's it, finished.
So listen. So the book is all about using 10, no more than 10 spices.
Just no more than 10 spices, which is where my difficulty lay, because for me, using just 10 is like restricting myself.
Yeah, but it's good though, because I mean that's a good amount for people to get their head around.
But the idea is to get people less confused, and people get daunted with spices and condiments and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So it's nice when people do not get daunted and it's simple. So this pork, Matt, ideally I would marinate overnight.
Okay.
Or at least 6 to 8 hours,
Right.
minimum, because you want the marinade to penetrate it all the way through. But naturally we haven't got the time for that.
Did you score the fat?
I didn't score the fat, sir. You can.
Okay.
Oh, listen to him.
Yeah, I didn't. You can, but with this kind of a meat, The flavor lies in the meat itself.
Right.
So we let it go, and at the bottom of the pan,
I only marinated mine for about 4 hours actually, sorry. But
4 hours is good enough.
the flavour still came through.
If you can
really
keep it
well.
overnight, better.
Yeah,
If you don't have that luxury, don't do it.
yeah.
So what you want is potatoes, a few chunks of pumpkin like that, just to keep it going. I would have sliced a little onion as well. And then in the middle, where the collar is cut,
Nice.
and collar actually is a much underutilized cut of meat, Matt. It is very underutilized.
It's kind of what you have to ask for, isn't it?
Yes, it is something that you should demand actually.
Demand.
Because the more the underutilized cuts, the more the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, now this should cook first on a high temperature.
And it's a slow cook thing, right?
Yeah. And then we reduce temperature, and we should get something like this coming out of the oven.
And how long was that in for?
Well, that's been in for like 2 hours.
Really?
1.5 hours.
Okay.
1.5 hours.
Okay, good. If you want to try Cyrus's recipe or any of the other studio dishes you've seen today,
Sure.
then go to the website, bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. While you're there, obviously you can vote for John's Heaven or Hell.
Good. Here's our crunch.
Sorry, am I holding you up?
No, you're not. I've got sugar there.
Okay, so this is, you need to watch. So this is sugar, salt, cumin seeds.
Yeah,
and
sugar,
chili.
salt, cumin seeds, and crushed chili. Or thrashed chili.
To be honest, if you don't make any other part of this recipe, if you remember this is the most fantastic thing. You can sprinkle over anything at all. It gives it a real kind of,
And just spread it
real
out
kind of sweet, salty.
on a mat, like a non-stick mat.
What am I doing?
And about 160, 180 degrees in the oven. What's happening, Matt?
Sorry,
You're looking very troubled.
No, I'm just about holding it
All the
together.
build up with that crispy thing, and I missed it. What was it?
What's
It
that?
is fantastic.
The
Oh, the
crispy
crispy
stuff.
thing. Right, take this in. So salt, sugar, chili flakes, excuse me, and cumin. And you put it on a tray and bake it until it sort of
And
gets
that's
nice
what
and
we
golden.
get.
Oh, there you go. And then smash it up, sprinkle that over it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you want to try some?
So Matt's
Hang on,
going to do
right.
that.
Yeah, stay there.
Crunch
Say that.
first.
Yeah, and I am going to.
How you doing, Jeff? So this year you're celebrating 25 years of your...
25 years of Cafe Spice. Namaste, sir. 25 long years. Wouldn't be a bad thing.
Some happy years though, right?
Very happy years, actually.
Okay, let's add that.
We've achieved a lot in
It's
those
your
25 years. We have maintained our position as the longest serving Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurant in the Rigai. So that cannot be too bad. Right, sir. Are you ready, Mr. Matt Tibbet?
Nearly.
Did you toast the nuts? No. So I'll put them in for a quick toast, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so this salad dressing. Dijon mustard, lime, oil, bit of salt. That's
Good
it.
English mustard, sir.
Okay.
Better hot English mustard.
And then the rest of the salad, I've got some beans, some broccoli, there's some spinach, coriander. It's
Wow.
good, isn't it?
Sorry,
Told you. Really good. There's going to be nuts on this, and then this amazing spicy
We're
crab.
serving nuts for nuts.
Right. I don't know if it's water.
Look at that pork.
Okay, and there's chopped egg going on there as well, isn't it?
Beautiful. Chopped egg, sir.
Tell you what I need some shoes that don't slip.
You want some shoes that don't slip? We got Matt for you here.
Let's not do it now. Right. So there's a whole chapter in your book.
The whole chapter on eggs,
dedicated to
because I'm a
eggs.
Parsi. Big problem. We cannot live without eggs. Anything with egg is a Parsi.
Hey.
And unfortunately, fortunately for me,
Yeah.
she agreed to allow me a chapter on eggs.
Right.
So, that was very kind of her to say, yes, sir, you can have a chapter on eggs. I was pleading actually, because without that I would have been completely lost.
It's a big part of your diet, right?
But it's a big part of our diet actually.
Right.
And the book is looking really, really nice.
Yes,
really,
it's
really
beautiful.
nice.
There's a fantastic Indian toasted sandwich, toasted cheese sandwich, was it?
Yes, it's called egg kejriwal. It's a,
just
but a
looks
sandwich with an egg or fried egg on top,
That's
yeah?
right, that's right. Yeah. But it's got
You
chili.
want to dice them up a bit or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
I knew Mr. David would get into trouble.
Just every time you
It's
come
always the same, he can't ask enough questions.
literally break me.
Yeah. He's at breakneck speed, that man. Thank God the storm is coming to Wales and not here. You'll be working your socks off for that storm.
I know. Got it. Storm Dennis is seriously going to curtail my after show drinks.
And we are cooking up a storm here, Matt. How do you like that?
Oh, very good. It's almost like you've done telly before. Right. There's some nuts. There's some of that.
Can I just live in this kitchen?
I have no idea.
Please.
It's
I
really
know
not
it's not
real.
real, but you get fed really well.
Sorry, just to break that bubble.
Well, I have no idea. I've been on the program 25 times. That's one big thing.
And every time it's like the first time.
Don't lose that. Don't lose that. It is like the first time because
Like the first time.
yeah, we have
It's like you forget every time you come on.
our recipes run into 5 pages. Yeah, which Matt loves very much.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I love to cook more than I do, and my husband Scott is a very bland cook. But no, seriously, it's like steak, broccoli, potatoes, or pork, broccoli, potatoes.
I know
I like to
something
do
like that.
something like that, but I would get confused at some
Where's the
point.
coriander?
It's got to be a little, sometimes it gets a little confusing. So
the
much
salad.
to do.
Yeah,
All right, sir.
Yeah.
So let's put it
I'll
up.
put
yeah.
a coriander salad, chef.
That's all right. That's good news.
Yeah.
Shall we tell people what we've
Yeah,
got?
because I need to sit down. What have we got?
Are you,
We got pork asado.
Give us the shortened version.
Sure, pork asado with roasted pumpkin and potatoes.
Yeah.
With a broccoli, bean salad, with eggs, crunchy nuts, and everything else put
The
together.
short one. Amazing.
Thank you.
Every single time. Right. Look at that. There you go. Joke aside though, that salad is fantastic. And that little spicy crack that goes over the top. It's just really, really good.
this is almost like a meal in itself, too.
Yes, I mean, that's a hefty portion. But then we Indians, always everything is family style.
Yeah.
It has to be like that.
Convivial.
I like the way
Have a drink, chef.
Mr. Wong is cutting the pork up.
Showing you to. Oh, family style. Nice. Like that. Have a drink. Right, what have we got, Jane?
This is the Co-op's irresistible Marlborough Pinot Grigio. So we're down in Marlborough, New Zealand, where it's so warm and sunny.
Yeah.
The Pinot Grigio grape, even though it's aromatic, actually has some real fullness of flavour.
Yeah.
Often when it goes like this, people call it Pinot Gris.
See that?
Yeah.
It's like
Come on, yeah.
like song action.
Yeah. And so the fruitiness, I think the aromatics obviously pair really nicely with the crunchiness, but it's full of flavour, it's still zingy, so it cuts through that egg yolk, which can be quite fatty. Hope you like it. Hope Cyrus likes it. I know he
like
likes an
that.
aromatic grape.
How's that for you, John?
That's good. You know what I'm really loving about these wines today? They've got a little bit of I call it a little fizz edge to them. But
They
it's
ping,
not.
they ping. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Right,
Delicious.
Nigel Slater's time now, and he's continuing his
Yeah.
taste tour of Britain, and this week he meets Steffi, who teaches him the art of German noodles. Thanks for that, Nigel. Right, the Heaven and Hell vote is now closed, and we're going to find out what John will be facing a little bit later on. Now, we've been asking for your food triumphs or your food failures, so let's have a look what you've been up to this week. So, here we go. Alan made Valentine's chip butty. Look at that. Nothing says love more than like chips and a rose on the side. Ken's seafood paella. And there's Ken. I'm going to say that.
Effort, Ken. Well done.
Thanks, Ken. Ivy, age 4, has baked cakes with her nan.
The best thing to do.
Sweet.
Amazing.
Right, Marshall loved his grandmother's homemade pea soup. There you go. That probably went all over the floor. I know how that works. Angie's pork belly slices.
Oh, wow.
no.
Oh, amazing.
Wow, I want to turn that oven down, or just don't go out. Nicola overboiled her eggs. This is a good one, like that.
That's
Like eggs. Wow. Arnott's attempt at duck cottage pie. For some reason, I presume that's the bin. That looks nice in plastic. So it's a bit medical about that. This is Simon's first go at a quiche. Brilliant! What a partial success. You could probably pick that up, though, really, and just put it together.
2-second rule.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't exist, by the way. I've been doing that this week. Right, thanks for all your pictures today. We look forward to seeing more of those next week.
Right, time to shine the spotlight on another one of your favourite chefs, and it's Theo Randall at the Intercontinental. Probably he's got one of the best addresses in the business, 1 Park Lane, which is great if you've got a hotel on Monopoly. He's renowned for his Italian food, taking simple and humble ingredients and turning them into something fantastico. Theo, that food looked amazing. It makes me want to go and eat at your restaurant. And congratulations, Theo, you won the best Italian restaurant in London at the Gambaro Rosso Restaurant and Wine Awards and the best contemporary wine. So congratulations to all those. So will John face his food heaven, fried chicken with mac and cheese? Or could it be hell, rhubarb frangipane tart? We're going to find out after Nigella Lawson makes her tomato and fried bread hash.
Come on,
Not yet.
Nigella.
Thanks for that, Nigella. We'll leave you two alone. Okay, we're going to find out what John's facing. John, this is your idea of heaven.
Yes.
Mac and cheese and fried chicken.
Yes.
That's your idea of hell, blood oranges and rhubarb.
Yes.
Which do you think you got?
I'm somewhat thinking I got the hell.
Really?
Yeah.
58% of people want you to have heaven.
In your face, Owen! In your face! In your face, Jim boy!
You're right.
I've got my heaven!
With me. Right. I'm going to work backwards. Okay, so I'm going to do this chicken. I'm going to chuck that in now. So you need to see this. Flour, crumbs. We've got some black pepper. There's some something else. Smoked paprika, cayenne pepper.
Am I making you nervous?
Yes.
I just know it's really important to have a crispy skin.
Yes.
Too many puns today. Too
I'm
many puns.
not doing anything. I'm just speaking.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to chuck the chicken in and we'll work backwards. The chicken, this has been marinated for a while in buttermilk and all the stuff over there that I've forgotten.
That's all right.
So there's buttermilk, there's creme fraiche, there was Dijon mustard, there's a lot of garlic. Just nice things, really. Right, Andrew and Cyrus are making the mac and cheese. So there's bechamel, there's chicken stock in there, there's cream, all kind of nice and reduced. There's 2 types of cheese, so there's Gruyere and Parmesan. What else is there? That's pretty much it, really.
Yeah, we got mustard, we got cream.
Thank you.
We got
Recipes
chicken
online.
stock, yeah.
I mean, if you're not following this, and quite frankly, I don't blame you.
This is one of those foods that if you've got a family, or even if it's even something if you're having like a romantic meal, it does.
Do you eat fried chicken? It's
Yeah,
romantic.
No, well, it is because it's comfort food. It makes you feel good, and if you can sit and if you've just been watching Nigella, you can take a bite of that chicken and the juice and everything. It's amazing.
Salt.
Yeah,
Soul food. That's exactly what it is.
it's lovely.
Right, let's get back to you. Right, Captain Jack.
Captain Jack Harkness, yeah, came back
Oh, it's very
a
exciting.
couple of weeks ago in Doctor Who.
Were you excited?
I was totally excited. I've been kind of trying to champion it for a long time because I know the fan base absolutely loved Jack. And when they came to me about a year ago and said they wanted to do it, I wasn't allowed to tell anybody. When I went to Cardiff to start filming, I had to throw everybody off piste, really.
Yeah.
So I started making videos about renovating my flat out there.
And that was just all a hoax.
That was but I actually did renovate it. So I thought, well, I may as well use the time.
I'm here,
I
I'll
did
do it.
renovate it, and I've yet to post those pictures. But when I was filming, I was shrouded in black. I was covered with umbrellas. They hid me. And when it happened, and it came on air, the one thing that was really touching for me to see was the comments that everybody said, how much joy it brought back to them, and how much they loved hearing, because when they heard the voice, the internet went crazy.
Yeah,
It went nuts.
meltdown.
Yeah.
So how many people actually knew that?
I knew, my mom and dad knew, my husband Scott, and I called and told David Tennant when it happened.
Yeah.
And Russell T. Davies, who created Captain Jack, and Chris Chibnall, who's one of who's the showrunner,
Like a
exec
handful
producer.
of people.
Hopefully, maybe that'll spar something with Torchwood in the future,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it shows that the public love the character. It showed that they, and people love Torchwood. Maybe there's something out there for a revival of it for a couple episodes, or a special, or
I've got a little Torchwood action hero.
You do?
Yeah. Well, it's not mine. It's my son's. To be fair. It's not mine.
I bet it's really yours. It really is, isn't it?
It's about this big.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Because they did a 6-inch, a 9-inch, and a 12-inch.
Did they?
Yeah, they were.
No, I think I've got a
a
good 6-inch
Good.
action figure. So, right, let's check out the chicken. Chicken's coming along nicely. Keep it together. Keep it together. So is it, let me ask you a sensible question.
Go on.
So, when you put on the Torchwood robes,
Yes.
is it like getting back straight to
it's
Paris?
so easy to get back to Captain Jack. It's I mean, using the euphemism of a coat, it's like putting an old coat on. And I know immediately who I am when I put that coat on. I know immediately how he would respond to things, how he would react. It's great. I love that character. Changed my life. It led me to Desperate Housewives. It led me to Arrow and
yes,
Flash
I
and
forgot you were in
all different things in the States because so many people were fans of him.
Yeah.
He was the first character that was kind of omnisexual on television. Didn't care about his sexuality, but also was played by an openly gay man. So the first time that a hero was played by someone like myself. So, yeah, groundbreaking.
Desperate
I love him. I'm passionate about him.
No, I can. But it was a great character to play, wasn't it?
My sister and I tried to keep the whole Captain Jack world alive, not only by doing comic books, Torchwood comic books. We've written a couple of novels. I also do, in fact, next week I'm recording an audio play, a Torchwood audio play. So I still do stuff like that.
Keeping it alive.
To keep the story alive, because I know the fans love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've gone off on a little tangent there. But
No, not at all. That's interesting.
passion.
The fan base is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, I have a company in the States with my business partner, name's Kelsey Work, and she also works for Scott and I. We have a company where we look after about 35 to 40 other actors that we send to conventions and things like I do. And we try to do it a right way with, kind of more of an ethical thing rather than, making sure money goes where it's supposed to and people get treated right. And we have so I do those conventions and I know the popularity of the Whovian world. It's just big. It's amazing.
Wow.
Right, let's just go back to the recipe. So the chicken, I think, is nearly there. I'm just going to check it in a second, just make sure it is.
How do you know?
We don't want to poison you. I'm going to cut it in half, and if it's raw in the middle, I'm going to put it back in. So let's go to the marinade. So this is buttermilk, there's creme fraiche. That's got enzymes in there. They're going to break the chicken down. Okay. There's Dijon mustard, there's garlic in there, there's a little bit of soy sauce. Leave that overnight, and then you dip it in the seasoned flour, and then fry it. These guys have got the, watch the floor I've spilled.
That's okay.
What do you want over it? These guys have got the mac and cheese under control, and then we're nearly there. So let's
I can't tell you how happy I am.
try.
Thank you for this, everybody.
Well,
This
your
is-
personal trainer, isn't it?
Well, you know what, Owen? Get over it. You know what? He'll make me jump rope for way longer.
He'll make
because
you work
I've eaten
harder.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I've had 2 glasses of wine, and I'm about to have a third.
I was going to say.
I'm taking my family, my uncle and my aunt. My aunt, who is a sommelier, was a sommelier, and she knows a lot about wine. And my cousin Ian and my cousin Marilyn, I'm taking them out for an afternoon tea this afternoon. So
Really?
yeah,
Nice.
so I'm going to be well liquored up before we go.
You have to work Sunday nights, right? Well,
I
Sunday
do.
all day.
Sunday all day. I have to be at the Dancing on Ice studio at about 10 or 11 o'clock. We do all the pre-show stuff for online and things like that, and then we generally sit down and watch a rehearsal just to see what's going to happen, so we're aware. Like, for instance, last week, or 2 weeks ago, I think it was, or last week, that Perry did a big slide on the ice, and everybody online said he fell, so we should have, taken points off, but it wasn't, because in the rehearsal, he did the slide, so we knew that it was actually supposed to be in there. And then after rehearsal, it's dinner, then the show, really, and that's it. And this looks incredible.
Right, so it's just a little bit of garnish, make it look pretty.
What is this one?
So,
wait a minute.
this is, no, that's right. If I can say, Matt, or are you finishing up?
Right, there you go. There's your heaven. Mac and cheese, fried chicken. It's going to be really hot, so watch yourself.
Heaven, I'm in heaven.
Ever the showman.
So just tell you a little bit about this wine. So this is Swartland Chenin Blanc. So Swartland's a region in South Africa, about 2 hours north of Cape Town. And it's like the fashionable wine region in South Africa at the moment. Chenin Blanc is like the flagship grape there, and it's a great alternative to Chardonnay. Often I would put Chardonnay with mac and cheese, fried chicken, but this is just as crisp, but it has a nice weight of flavour as well. £8 an Asda.
It's nice, that.
I think it's lovely.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How's it going over there, John?
Going amazing.
It's a bit hot, careful.
No, but it's great. Food should be hot. I love the fact that you made it into like chicken strips.
Bite-sized pieces.
Amazing. And
well, you'll be paying for it next week.
so what?
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Do you have like holidays off after the exercise?
Yeah, and I'm allowed to have a cheat day, so what I did say to him, this would be my cheat
This is
day.
today?
Yeah, but cheers everybody. Thank
Why
you
not?
very much for my
Enjoy your
happening.
afternoon. Enjoy dancing on ice tomorrow, 6 p.m. Thanks everyone. Right, that's all from us today on Saturday Kitchen Live. Thanks to our guests, Andrew, Cyrus, Jane, and of course John. All the recipes from the studio are on the website, bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. Now back with more Best Bites tomorrow at 10 a.m. on BBC 2. And next week back here live with John Berg, Anna Hall, and Robert Bathurst. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.